This is your WW3 news of a Monday evening. Meant to do an update video regarding situation in the United Kingdom with Keir Starmer, and no one seemed to budge. The latest is 56 MPs call him to fuck off. You need 81 to create a leadership crisis. It's not just the rest of the country that want him to go, even his own people in his own political party want him to go. Doesn't seem to realise what defeat the Labour Party had to undergo, a historical defeat. Reform, they just have swiped them off the map, just about basically, and they start hitting in Scotland and even in Wales, which is the traditional land of Labour, and even there they're losing ground. Let's go on the other things which has been going on so far with Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer, I think during a press conference of the Labour, he wants to block the far left people attending the so-called rally on the 16th of May, which is this Saturday basically. Not because they're going to cause trouble, because he doesn't like to be criticised. You know, communists, whether you accept their way, they try to shut up you up in any way, and this is many ways they do it, and especially this is his typical way. Obviously, he doesn't like criticism from anyone. He uses the so-called Data Online Act to imprison people on hate speech. It's not hate speech, it's just a simple criticism. If you can't accept it, you go crying in a little corner, my dear darling Keir Starmer, comrade, I should say. And obviously it's going on about we still have time to do something. The Prime Minister, done fuck all in the last 2 years. Immigration's out of control. Criminality is all its time high so far. The economy goes in tits up. Expensive cost of living for the people of the United Kingdom. This net zero nonsense is just absolutely destroying businesses. And and then they say, well, at least they didn't get involved in while we're there, yeah. At the end of the day, you're going to send ships down the day, anyhow. Obviously, continue giving money to Zelensky, British taxpayers' money, and after the European Union is funding this scumbag as well from Kiev. And you got on top of that the Renter Boys trial, which I think most of them have pleaded guilty for arson and intent of damaging and to do harm to people. And it's not clear why they've done it for, what connection with Keir Starmer they have. Mind you, they are female prostitutes, they are gay. And obviously, it's probably had some, services from them, and he never paid. Stupid of them. Should always ask for cash in hand before you do something. Then you know that. And not one of these speak one word of English. And mind you, there was one who had to ship 2 cars to Ukraine with $7,000. These people were paid to do graffitis, anti-Islamic, anti-Semite stuff and stuff like that for little money and a bit of bricklaying here and there. How they can afford a certain purchases and luxuries on their miserable thing like that. And there's always this story one in the so-called hotel. Says he was working there as a staff, I don't know, in the kitchen or in the reception. If you don't speak a single word of English, how are you going to work? It's difficult communicating. Your employer is going to hire a Ukrainian tablet for you. Oh, come off it. You know, that's a very cookie, what you would call it, trial. And there's not much press coverage, hardly at all. Obviously, you've got the Greens and the Muslims candidates that are melting down in anger because probably due to the fact that Reform had gained most of the important seats, and was it the Green Party and it's some so-called Muslim-known political movement, and didn't got much seats anyway. And mostly Reform had one Labour controlled councils once upon a time. Their things are going to be changed. It's going to be restored normality at the end of the day. You know, starmer's kicking and screaming like a spoiled brat, throwing his toys out of his pram and stuff like that. Accept, man, your defeat. You made a mess of it. Take account of your errors and resign. It's useless dragging a horse to the stream. It's dead already. It's already decomposing already, and it's starting beginning to smell the carcass. That's what basically your situation is, your political status is now. And calling up an old dinosaur like Gordon Brown, which is an absolute failure like you are, won't gain you in popularity. You know, people you just make them piss off and they just laugh at you. Resign. If you're an Englishman, no, I'm sorry, not an Englishman, you're a communist. Communist has no dignity or pride or self-respect. They just hate the people who they govern, basically. And there you are.